Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. The weather's starting to get a lot colder out there, so I think it's time to put on my nice gaming-related, nerd-related sweaters. Done a video about them already. But what I also wanted to talk about are something else we picked up at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. These awesome gaming-related blankets that have actually been a real godsend and are great quality. And yes, I know I've kind of talked about Portland Retro, a lot of pickups videos recently, but I had kind of intentionally reminded myself, make sure you talk about these blankets because they're great quality and these folks deserve a shout out for the great work they do. And I went and forgot to do it as part of my pickups video, so I'm doing that now as its own separate video because I really love these guys and what they make. Now, what we did was actually last year we got this very first blanket here with the Aperture Science logo on it here, and we love it. It's nice and durable. It's got good, quality material here. I guess a fleece of some type, but a nice little tassels along the edges. It's done really, really well, and we thought, right, here we go. We've got a nice gaming-related blanket. We're happy-go-lucky, and this will do well. And then, unfortunately, our cat, Tig, kind of took over it. She just said, well, it's very nice of you to get me this blanket. Thank you. I'm going to enjoy this from now on. And we don't really get to enjoy the Aperture Science blanket all that much. So at Portland, we saw the makers of these, and I'll give their name in a second. And we thought, okay, we're definitely going to get one more. Which one are we going to get? It seemed to make sense since we have one portal-related blanket. We would get this one here, which has got one side of the portal on there and the other side on there. So it's a really nice, cute little play on how these blankets work. Now, I think at the final moment, it was kind of decided, you know what? Maybe we'll get two because it is getting cold, and we just thought, well, okay, what's the second one we're going to get? My wife is a huge Mass Effect fan, and she got the N7, and it's really, really nice. Now, who makes these? The company or the people who sew these together, they're called Bonkers Younkers, and make note, that's with a U. I'll put a link down below. They've got both an Etsy page as well as a Facebook page. And I had checked with my wife before I did this video. I was like, yeah, what was the name of that group again? And she says, oh, it's Bonkers Younkers. I looked everywhere on both Facebook and Google and various other things for Bonkers Younkers the way I would have spelled it. Turns out that's not the case. It's with a U. So if you want to get these or any of these, and now, I mean, we happen to go for a Mass Effect and a Portal theme with ours, but they've got these really nice Atari ones, Assassin's Creed, you name it, they've got a theme, and it's really high quality. The lady, when we were at Portland, when we mentioned we're deciding which of these two we're going to buy, we said we did have this Portal one here, and she said, how's it holding up? Because it had been a year. And we said, oh, it's great. I mean, you can see here, like, this is stitched on really solidly. It's not going to go anywhere. There's no, like, underside here. It's not like you can see the other edge of the stitching here. Like, this is double walled or whatever you call it for a blanket. And she was like, well, that's great because I'd like to hear, feedback. How well has this lasted over the last year? And we said, perfect. We love it. We're going to get just one more. And, of course, ended up with two more. So now we've got a couple of blankets to keep ourselves warm, and Tig can still have the one with the Aperture logo there. Yeah, so once again, these are the gaming-related blankets that we bought at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. It's by Bonkers Younkers with a U. Highly recommend them. They do really nice work. Definitely, I'll put a link below to all of their locations where you could get one if you like. And I hope you enjoy as much as we do. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be thinking about putting on those sweaters again too. All right, well, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.